Hey, how y'all doing today? I hope everybody's doing well. Now, in this video, I'm going to go ahead and do this setup like I always do. This is the second time I'm filming this intro because unfortunately, after I had already uploaded the first hunt and then went back out hunting some more, the video, for some reason, the file on my computer, when I went to upload it to the actual video, editing for the video, it played about 4 seconds of it and then it said file corrupted. So I had already deleted it from my cell phone and I was a little bit, up crap creek and couldn't really do anything about it. So unfortunately, you're not going to see the first hunt of this 3-hunt video, but it's okay. I'll show everything in the wrap up. But that's where I went back to the little Civil War era place where I pulled out that button and I dug literally every single signal that actually made anything over an iron grunt. And I pulled 3 or 4 things out along with about 50 or 60 square nails. So there's still some goodies in there. I'm sure once a really good rain or wintertime rolls around, there's going to be something else. But that was the first hunt. And then the next 2 hunts, one's at a public, it used to be a school, now it's the district office. Everybody and their mom has hunted this area. There's nothing higher over than, zinc penny sound. But I was determined to dig everything out of there because I knew something was being masked by something. And I actually pulled some cool stuff out of that one too. And then I went back to my old honey hole that I pulled so many silvers out of for the last 2 years. And there's still good stuff there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started in the video. Alright, so I got a standard 15-16. I've been pulling a lot of these things out. Drive me absolutely nuts, but I've determined I'm going to dig absolutely everything out of here. Well, as soon as I dug this out, I got a solid 22, 23, and it was really, really deep. And once I took another scoop of dirt out, then I got it up to 25, 26. So I started poking around, pulled a piece of iron out, then all of a sudden looked over here and boom. Now, I've been over here so many times. I've been hunting this place for years, to the point where there's literally nothing left. And I've only found 1 silver here ever. Well, 1 silver coin. I found a silver ring too, but to be able to pull a silver coin out of here, so many years of not being able to, is outstanding. So let's see what it is. Oh, wow. That's a Merc. 1944. Wow, thing's pretty clean. Thing's real clean. No mint mark. So sweet. Wow, that just made my day. I've literally been hunting for about 4 hours today, and I haven't found crap. I found like 3 wheat pennies and a little spill, and now this. So I'm a happy camper now. Perseverance pays off. Alrighty, well, I got a classic 1920, pretty deep, showing some depth, and I said, please be an Indian head, please be an Indian head. I mean, the place is old enough, but I have not found one here yet, and looky, finally, look at that imprint. That thing is nuts, but you're seeing what I'm seeing, so. Alright, let's flip it together. What year are we? 1900, right on the button. Nice. I don't think I've ever found a 1900 one before. And this thing's actually in pretty good shape. It's not super crusty and unreadable. I could totally read it. So, and you can still see the stippling around the rim. So, well, I'm pretty excited with this one. I don't find these very often. So, when I do, I get pretty stoked. I knew there had to be one in here. Alright, back out at the field, digging everything for some gold, and got a jumpy 23, 24. Ended up pulling a little button. Now, when I wiped it, it cleaned up super nice like a silver, but it just feels so light. Not to mention the back is tarnished that color. It's usually how aluminum goes. And the sound doesn't ting like aluminum at all, so, oh, I'm sorry, like silver at all, so I'm sure it's aluminum, but it's a cool little button. So, I figured I'd put this on camera so you can see it. I think it's pretty cool, actually. Who knows the era, maybe 50s, 60s, 70s. Heck, could be 90s, I don't know. This area, there's the depth I had it in. It was usually where I find a lot of mercs out here, so on to the next one. Alright, so I got a jumpy 24, 26, and it was underneath this ant hill. So I'm basically destroying the little ant colony. Kind of feel bad, but there it is right there. And it's all down in this clay, and it looks like silver. There's ants on it, go figure. And it looks like a rosy. I want to say Merc, but if it is 46. Nice. Wow. See, I can't check on this side of the schoolyard when it's really hot outside or dry, because all this clay I just can't dig. So I knew after this rain we got this week, I should probably come over here and double check, and I'm glad I did. Jumped around, but 46 rosy. This is the second rosy I think I pulled out of here. You don't really find too many of these. All the old timers seem to pluck them off the top. Way back in the 60s. So usually you find the deep, weird sounding Mercs. I'm happy with it. I'm on the board. Alright, so I'm blocking the sun. I should have done this one live. The last two I did live ended up being copper washers really deep, and it took a while to search for them. This one took a while to search for too. This is the initial hole, this is the secondary one, and I can't really see because of the sun, but looky. This is a deep 26, 27, super deep, and as you can see, it looks like we have a Merc. Nice. Yep. This thing's been sitting in some water. Whoa, 1940. I said 1919 for a second. I was gonna say that's an old one, but nope, 1940. Looks like I don't see a mint mark, so. Man, I should have done that one live, but like I said, the last two, curse the live dig. Go figure, right? I'm happy to have it. Alright, I wanted y'all to hear this one. The last one I got was a deep Merc, and I got another almost identical signal. See that? So, I'm going to try to dig this one live. Haven't filmed one-handed before. But let me put my earphones off, that way I'm not screaming at you. And we're gonna see if there's a silver in here, because the last couple that I did live that were, well, semi-live because I cut the plug and then I started filming, were washers. So we shall see. Stay together. Oh, I hate when the plugs do this. Hang on. All right. Sorry about that. Wow. Well, this is embarrassing. So, well, I'm gonna see if I can find it, and I'm gonna pick right back up. Hold on. Okay, so it's on the sidewall. I didn't take a very good plug. It's right there. So, I'm gonna widen out right here, just in case it happens to be a silver. I don't want to scratch it. I know too many people that get good coins and they scratch them because they're not paying attention how they're digging. So, ugh. All right, it's right here. There it is. And it's a penny! The curse of the live dig, you did it to me. And it's not even a wheat penny. It's a... Oh, you can't help but just laugh on that. I might actually post this one just because it's just that... That's the reality of metal detecting. So, Lincoln Memorial, that deep, all funky land. So, there it is. Alright, got another signal basically right on top. Sounded like a silver, but it was right under the surface, so I knew it wasn't. And I pulled a car. And this was like an older one, and it's a hollow body. So, if I had to take a guess, a nice educated guess, I would assume this is a Tootsie. Probably early 60s. But I don't know much about toy car age, but I know I dig a lot of them. And it's got all 4 wheels on it, so it's still pretty good shape. Especially being right here in all this clay, so. I like these. Nice little flashback. Alright, here it is. This is the wrap up. Now, I separated with the spoon the things that I found at the Civil War era. I actually call it Civil War site. That's where I pulled that button at. But I literally dug probably 50 or 60 square nails just to get the rest of these. And it's amazing that I missed them. But the square nails were literally sitting on top to where you see like rust marks where they were sitting. And right there's a nail sitting right here. But what I got here is a harmonica reed across. I don't know if it's Civil War era or not, but looks pretty old. Hem weight, pretty big one too. And this looks like a part of a spur. You know, it's broken off, but if I had to take a guess, this is in a really old brass spur, which very well could be Civil War era. I'm not going to go ahead and assume that it is, but it looks like it's definitely 1800s spur. So I really wish it was whole. Unfortunately, I dug around the rest of the spot, just to make sure that the other pieces weren't in there, and it's not. Definitely broke off, but hey, that's a really cool find. I'm pretty excited about that one. I wish it was whole though. And then I pulled this spoon out of there too. It's an Imperial Silver Co. Silver company. Definitely 1900 to like 1913. So that's what I pulled out of that one site. Now, unfortunately, the video was corrupted, so that's why you don't get to see any of that fun stuff. But here's the rest of them. I pulled this many Wheaties. I only got 150s, which is weird. But I pulled 7 1940s, 2 1930s, 3 1920s, a 25, 26, another 25, and a 1919 is my oldest. As for fun little relics, I got that button. It's aluminum, so it's probably not too old. I got 2 little hem weights, you know, keep little girls' skirts from flying up. A jack. I haven't seen one of these in a long time. A little medallion. It says North American Fishing Club. Definitely part of the school, but you know, there's no really water around anywhere, so it's kind of interesting. Some smashed button, probably off a jacket in the 60s or so. I got this car, and I tried to clean it up, and it looks like a Tootsie. But everything's kind of caked in there, so I can't get any kind of information off it. But the paint's still good, and the wheels actually almost spin. I don't want to break them off, though, but it's in really good shape. I was pretty surprised. And, of course, I'm sure that's pretty, you know, hardcore lead paint, so I'm going to wash my hands. But, yeah. Got this little... I found one of these before, 2 of these before. I don't know what they are, but the little snap buttons. Got another little button. It's got a cool little design on it. But it's an iron bag, though, so it's probably 50s or 60s. Some little piece. I don't know what this is. Looks like a military thing, but like a warrant officer. I got 2 more lead seals. I'm in a railroad town, so of course you're going to find those everywhere. And a brooch. It's definitely been split down the middle whenever it was lost, but it's pretty ornate. I'm sure it was plated at some point. These little stones in here are pretty cool, but yeah. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed everything. Alright, there it is. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. I'll be going out some more this next couple weeks depending on the rain. I mean, it's really hot, but we're actually getting some decent rain to keep the ground kind of moist, so it should be getting some more hunts in here. And give me a thumbs up if you like my video, and subscribe, because I would really like to share this video with as many people as I can. So I'll catch y'all later, okay? Bye.